Just a few minutes ago, Paul George learned he would be an Eastern Conference All-Star, but first things first for he and his teammates, snapping a 3-game losing streak. A single road game ahead of a home game tomorrow night against Sacramento. In Minneapolis, it's the Pacers and the Timberwolves.
It was interesting. Tom Thibodeau, in his pregame meeting with the press, he said, hey, we're all struggling in the locker room. And that's a 3 from Wiggins.
You mean that's a 3, but you're talking about...
Spins on the baseline. Karl-Anthony Towns averaging 22.5 points per dribble.
That's what he's gotten better at. 1, 2 dribbles, knocking down shots, especially going to his right.
Pacers have tied it at 7 as Towns goes inside. And Karl-Anthony Towns has 4.
But the difference was his confidence, because they were running the play to get LaVine going. You got to be on it because there's an offensive rebounding team. This is one of the top 5 in the league.
And we know the Pacers have had struggles rebounding this year.
They're going to call.
They're going to call it on Paul George.
Yeah, he tried to get back.
LaVine lays it in.
Yeah, they got out of ran on that. Monte wasn't able to control the ball.
Pacers have led by as many as 7 as Wiggins has his 3rd field goal. Wiggins inside, missed it, and that's a foul on Turner, and that's his 2nd.
Yeah, what Paul George didn't want to pick up his 3rd, but a really good job with Paul.
Spotted in!
Somehow got it to go in. And, I mean, he makes a heck of a play. You can tell the way he's looking at it. He's shooting it. You almost had to get up on him and make him put it with his left hand because he got the ball. And you can just get, guys get this look, and you know when they're going to shoot it. And Towns had it in his eyes. You can see where LaVine is starting to come on. Last year, he couldn't have taken that hit and made the basket. Paul George still has 2 fouls, but LaVine's strong enough now to make that play.
Well, these 2 teams rank in the bottom 5 in 3-point field goal attempts. To LaVine. At the rim, fouled, and again, the Pacers beaten down the floor.
But he showed he'd come back strong.
Towns. First basket of the half for Minnesota. Well, he says he's not going to the slam dunk contest, but he'll put on a show for us here.
I'm telling you, he jumps so easily. But the Pacers can't lose concentration. You get that 10-point lead with that timeout. What they started to do with Karl-Anthony Towns is get him the ball off the block. So Young has to guard the movement.
Well, he just created that foul. That's nearly thrown out of bounds by LaVine. And there's Towns. Scores. He ran all the way down the tunnel.
Absolutely. He ran down, out of off the court for sure. Almost out of the facility. Came back, got into the play.
Here's George and his 3. Wiggins in the post.
Paul George fell asleep. And he's nodding his head because he knows he fell asleep.
Rubio.
Good defense. That's good defense. If he makes it, he makes it. One part of good defense, ladies and gentlemen, is having, what's the lollipop partner? Oh.
It tastes good, but Wiggins gets down the floor.
Something else.
Now Wiggins goes inside and scores on Allen.
That's why you can't go to sleep on him. But he is having a hard time guarding Paul George.
Well, that was Wiggins, as you said, not putting your head down and attack. Halfway through the shot clock, LaVine to the free throw line.
Oh, boy. Listen, Aaron Brooks got it.
Yeah, you're right. Nate McMillan in a dilemma here.
Yeah, that's what they're afraid of, and they just got everybody else up on that play. They wanted to get Paul out.
I mean, that's ridiculous. And Towns with a 3-point play.
That's why you can't be defeated.
Yeah.
You can't be defeated if the official doesn't call it. You got to continue to play. That's really what you have to do. And he makes a shot, but the Pacers have struggled in winning because they haven't been able to necessarily shut people down.
Towns. A 3-point shot for the 2nd time. He's got 26. 43-31, and that's Towns.
Yeah, it's the Pacers timeout. He came off that screen. You got a 7-footer coming off a screen for a 3-pointer. It is difficult to cover anybody in this league coming off a screen, but a 7-footer, Pacers still up 7.
21 years old for Towns. Miles Turner, not yet 21. A battle of 2 of the young big men in the lead.
Quickly.
Wiggins out to Jang.
Good defense. That was Wiggins at the rim. I mean, they get a three-pointer out of it, but that's Wiggins at the rim who had to throw the ball out. And then the successful big catch. Karl-Anthony Towns knocks down his third three-pointer here in the fourth.
Quinn, this is amazing. They've hit Jang to Towns cutting.
That's a three-point play. Fortunate for the Pacers, because I could see that Karl-Anthony Towns was making the cut.
LaVine drives inside.
Solid deep. Oh, Paul George was there.
Robinson got him. Gets a foul on Glenn. And banks it in.
Get it in.
So the Pacers get a very important win on the road. They've won just 6 times before tonight. They took the lead back in the first quarter. They never gave it up.